The Raptor Center was created 14 years ago, late in the fall of 2010. Another group had been closed down by its board of directors, and we felt that the educational component of what that previous group had been doing was just way too important to not continue. So a fella who stood by my side for all those early years and I created this nonprofit organization. We had 4 birds of prey that had been on the other group's permit, a federal U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service permit, and they were our first 4 avian ambassadors. And in all of the years since, we've talked to tens of thousands of people across both of the Dakotas, southeastern Montana, eastern Wyoming, northwestern Nebraska, about the value and the importance of raptors in the environment.
So a lot of our focus comes down to just the public outreach to educate the public with live birds of prey. Because you can pull up photos and take out books and show them pictures and 2D images of all these raptors, but it doesn't have the same impact as seeing one that's, standing on someone's glove and just moving around and acting in a raptor way. And so what we often do is we put a lot of importance on how to differentiate this bird from other kinds of birds, what makes them unique as a hawk or a falcon or an owl, what classifies as a raptor, and even down to how they environmentally impact a lot of things, how much mice they eat or how many rabbits they eat, or even what kind of other birds they might, hunt and consume out in the wild. And so a lot of that focus just comes down to what makes birds so unique and why they're so important to protect and know about.
Vultures, most people are very disdainful about vultures. And vultures have a very unique digestive system, which can neutralize anthrax. Of course, anthrax is high on the list of things that could be used in biological warfare. And so there are scientists, lab scientists in the United States and our allies that are studying how vultures neutralize anthrax in their ordinary, everyday consumption of the dead things on the edge of the road. So that anthrax is ever used in biological warfare, we've got a fighting chance to stop it. These birds intersect with human life and health, food sources, and safety in so many ways. I would say in the 14 years, we keep a tally. I would say 1,000 birds have passed through the Black Hills Raptor Center needing assistance. We also occasionally get other species, but we really are raptors only. These are birds that have in some way, shape, or form interacted 9 times out of 10 with something human-made. They've hit a barbed wire fence. The fence was put up by people. They've struck a power line and partially severed a wing. Well, power line's human-made. They're hit by a vehicle. They're shot by a poacher. They've ingested lead because a hunter left a gut pile, which is the normal thing that hunters do, but they've used lead ammunition to kill their deer or their elk, and the bird of prey has gone down to scavenge that gun pile and gotten sick from the lead. The vast majority of these birds that come to a rehabilitation center come because they've had some sort of an interaction with something human created. If humans hadn't put up all those artificial things, the bird wouldn't have been injured. And also, because having that opportunity to have a person help save a bird's life, if we communicate back to the reporting party, the finder, and tell them what happened to the bird and say, this is where it's going for rehabilitation, or here's why we felt we had to euthanize it, and thank you for caring. That makes a lifelong impression on people. I think that lifelong impression means that they're going to care more about wildlife and natural things than they did prior to their interaction with the bird of prey and with us.